Hello once again, welcome to Mima's Crafts. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful and neat handbag handle here. Okay, so this one is a simple handle and you're just going to be using slip stitch from start to finish. And with this type of handle, you can adjust the thickness of the handle as well as the length of the handle depending on the project that you're working on. So this handle, I've also used it on this handbag. Okay, this one. I've also used it on this one also. Okay, it's the same type of handle. Okay, this one is a bigger bag. Okay, so you're going to need yarn. The yarn that I'm going to be using is my cream cord, and this is 3mm thick my cream cord. If you don't have this type of cord, you can use any other type of yarn that you have depending on the type of project that you're working on. I'm also going to be using a corresponding crochet hook. This one is a 4mm crochet hook. You're also going to need a tapestry needle, and this is going to help us to join the handle to the D-rings as well as this buckles here. So for these ones, if you can use a pair of these hooks, okay, to attach the handle to the bag, or you can use the D-rings. And don't worry if you don't have this, you can still attach the handle straight to the bag. You're also going to need a scissors. So let's begin. Before you begin, leave a tail of about 20 centimeters or 15 centimeters, and this is going to help us attach the handle to the D-rings or to the bag. So next you're going to make a slip knot. So I wrap my yarn around my hand and then make a slip knot. Okay, so we're going to leave this tail and then we take the yarn from the ball. Okay, so we're going to do a chain, and this chain, the number of chains is determined by how long you want your handle to be. If you want to work a short handle, then the number of chains also should be less. If you're working a crossbody handle, then you increase also the number of chains. So for this tutorial, I'm going to chain 60. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I now have 5 chains. I'm going to continue and come back with 60 chains. So I now have 60 chains, and this is our handle so far. Okay, so now at the end here, you're going to turn your chain so that you see these back bars or back bumps of the chains. Okay, some call them the thread loops. Okay, so we want to insert a hook through these back bars. Okay, so skip the first one from the hook, this one, and then skip this one and then insert into the second one from the hook. Make sure that your chains at the end of the handle here are not too loose. Okay, and then pick up a loop and then pull through the loop again on the hook like that. So this is a slip stitch. Okay, in the next chain we insert our hook again, pull through, and then pull through the loop on the hook. So we're going to be crocheting slip stitch. Again, in the next one, insert, pull through, and then pull through the loop on the hook. Okay, like this. So I'm going to continue again, insert, pull through, and then pull through. So I'm going to repeat, inserting my hook through the back loops, this ones, up until all the chains are done. Welcome back. So I've done slip stitch up until all the chains are done. Make sure that you crochet into the very last chain. So this is our handle so far, and if you want a thin handle, you can actually finish up just after doing the first row like we did here. But for this tutorial, we want a thicker handle. So we're going to go on and chain 1 at the end here, chain 1, and then you turn. So now we're moving on to crochet the second row. So the second row, we're going to be inserting a hook in the back loop, okay, of the stitches. So this is the chain 1 that we just did, and it does not count as a stitch, so we'll not work into that one. we're going to insert here. So we have the front and the back. Okay, this is the back loop. So we're going to insert our hook in the back loop and we crochet slip stitch. So pull through and then pull through the loop on the hook. Okay, again in the next one, insert in the back loop, pull through, and then pull through the loop on the hook. Here again in the back loop, insert, pull through, and then pull through. So we're just basically crocheting slip stitch, and right now we are now increasing the number of rows, thereby increasing the thickness of our handle. So I'm going to continue with slip stitch in the back loop up until all the stitches are done. Okay, insert, pull through, and then pull through. Just make sure that your stitches are not too loose. Okay, so I'm going to continue and then come back when the row is done. So I've just finished the second row, and this is our handle. So I want to increase the thickness of the handle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 more rows. So at the end here, you chain 1, and then you turn. Again, you repeat the pattern. At the top of the stitches, you insert your hook into the back loop only, and then you work 1 slip stitch in each stitch. Okay, so that's how you increase the thickness. You just add more rows. So for this one, I'm going to crochet 2 more rows here to make them 4, and then come back. Welcome back. So this is my handle, and we now have 4 rows, and this is a nice handle. It does not stretch, and you can keep on adding more rows to increase the thickness of the handle. Okay, so here we have 1 tail here that we left at the beginning, and then on this other end here we're going to leave another tail, and this is going to ensure that we join our handle easily onto the backwards or onto the back. You don't have to worry if you don't have another tail on the other hand here. You can use another yarn, separate yarn, to join the handle onto the back. However, for you to achieve for you to ensure that you have another tail here, just make sure that you have a total number of rows that is an even number. Okay, here we have 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on, so that you can have another end here to join onto the back. So here at the end, I'm just going to pull here. So let's cut again and leave a tail about the same size as the one that we left at the beginning, and then we'll pull. Okay, so this is our handle. Okay, like this. So next we want to join the handle onto the backwards. So we can either join here or we can join here. So to attach the handle, I'm going to thread the needle. Okay, and we're going to use these loops along the edges, okay, to attach the handle onto the backhoe. Okay, so I insert, so if you want, you can insert through all the loops, or you can skip some. It's still fine. Just make sure that you're doing it neatly, and then make sure that it is tight. Your yarn is tight around the backhoe or the D-ring. Okay, so I'm just going to maintain these 4 loops on the ring, on the backhoe here, and then next we're going to fasten off. So you want to make sure that you hide this tail neatly. Okay, Okay, so next, and then here you may want to use a lighter or fabric glue so that it doesn't move. Okay, so we've joined on this other end here, so you repeat again on this other end using these loops along the edges. So I'm just going to do that and then come back to show you our handle. Welcome back. So this is our handle. Okay, and then you join this onto the back. It's nice and it does not stretch. And with this type of handle, you can even increase the length of the handle. You can increase the thickness. Okay, so thank you for watching Miriam's Crafts. Please do subscribe, like and comment for more videos. Thank you.